Yo, yo, yo. Peace and greetings, beautiful spirits, beautiful ones, beautiful people. I want to see if anybody, this is my first time actually doing a live ever. So I'm learning how this works exactly. So please be patient with me. Um, Yeah, I want to see who's actually in the group. It looks like nobody is here yet. So I'm just going to give a little grace period and see maybe the next few minutes here and just give it a little time to see if anybody joins in here. If not, I'm just going to keep going and y'all can watch it when y'all get to see it, right? So, yeah, let's give it a little time. Juicy. Yeah, this is about the raw, juicy, and fabulous. The 30-day raw, juicy, and fabulous challenge that's happening right now. So just want to welcome you to that. This is actually the week one recap, a little bit more intros and and a little more info and questions and answers for anybody who has questions. Okay, looks like somebody just joined in, but I'm not able to see who it is. Why can't I see who joined? Maybe somebody can tell me how I'm supposed to see that, but because I don't see. Maybe type in the comments if you feel like it. Okay. So I'm actually going to go ahead and get started because I've waited a few moments here now. And yeah, so this is week number 1. We've gone 7 days so far in the raw, juicy, and fabulous. Oh, Charlene. Hey, Charlene. Always good to see you, Charlene. Well, good to hear from you, Charlene. Yes. So yeah, welcome to the 30-day raw, juicy, and fabulous challenge, where we are enjoying 30 days of fresh, raw fruits. There's 3 different levels. There's level 1, level 2, and level 3. So on level 1, I have photos posted in the group of the guidelines for level 1. And so that's pretty much fruits, vegetables, even herbs, nuts, coconut water, different things like that. Anything that's not cooked, not processed, no animals, no eggs, no dairy, none of that stuff, right? As clean and raw and living and alive as possible. So that's level 1. Level 2 goes into a lot more fruit, like lots and lots of more fruit. And also it goes into not just the fruit, but let's see, level 2, oh, it's mostly fruit, no veggies, right? Just fruit, nut milk, smoothies, smoothie bowls, fresh juices, and all of that stuff. Not Sunday Delight and Minute Maid juice, y'all. Fresh juice that you juice yourself, cold pressed if possible. If not possible, put in a blender and strained or whatever. So, and level 3 is just fruit, solo fruit, not even juice, just, yeah. And really, what is the whole purpose of this? The purpose of doing this is it's going to help you gain more clarity, because there's a direct between your gut and your brain. So you'll be able to think more. You'll be able to think clear, like more clear, more clarity, not foggy, making better decisions, not feeling tired, not feeling so stressed and overwhelmed. And this is me speaking from my personal experience, because um, yeah, I've been one to eat meat and eat all of those things in the past, myself. But let's see if has anybody else joined in. No, but I'm gonna go ahead and get into it. Let's get into it. Get into it a little bit more. So yeah, I'm Rachael-blulotus. I am a source for the integrative healing arts, holistic wellness, and social impact travel. I am a socio-entrepreneur, which means I help solve socioeconomic and environmental issues in underserved and at-risk communities, and things like that. I am first and foremost a freedom artist, so I see life as a blank canvas, upon which I choose the brushes, I choose the colors, I master the strokes along the way, and I design a masterpiece that's satisfying to my soul. So that's me as a freedom artist, right? And I encourage other people to be authentic, to live their authentic truth, and to be freedom artists. Now, to the part that we're here now, which brings us to Raw, Juicy, and Fabulous, I am a naturopathic healing arts practitioner. So I have many, many years. I went to Everglades University and have a background in alternative and complementary medicine. And I've also spent probably maybe 10 years as a licensed massage therapist, working alongside chiropractic physicians, and also owning a spa with a colon hydrotherapist in the South Florida area. I've traveled through DC and done work in DC, all throughout the Florida Keys, just doing different one-on-one raw vegan and juice fasting retreats, and also blending several Eastern and Western modalities together for the purpose of healing the mind, soul, and body, right? And I've also helped kind of create different programs and retreats for people throughout the Caribbean, throughout Central America, South America, and Africa. So it's been a joy doing those things. I've been on pause from social media and things like that, but now I am here, I am back, and wanting to share my journey and different things with you all. As a healing arts practitioner, a naturopathic, which means I'm using food as medicine. Naturopathic, that's drugless, right? Drugless medicine. Hippocrates, which is who even doctors take their oath under, said, "Let thy food be thy medicine, and not let thy food be thy medicine, and thy medicine be thy food," which means everything should really be coming through our nutrition, through what we eat, what we intake. And when we intake and consume hydration, nice, raw, juicy, and fabulous fruit, we're hydrating our cells. We're oxygen. We're getting oxygen going in the body. We're getting our chi flowing. We're getting our blood pumping. Our heart is pumping better. We're just like floating with life, right? Because the fruits, the vegetables, those things are cooked naturally by the sun, which is like basking us in with serotonin, like, and just increasing our livelihood, you know. So anyway, yeah, it's been 7 days so far on this journey, and it's been pretty cool for me. I'm finding that the more fruit I'm eating, I'm finding that I actually don't have to eat as much. My body isn't requiring a lot of food right now. Um, so it's very interesting. Sometimes I have to kind of make myself eat, which I'm trying not to do that. I'm really trying to listen to my body and do what works for me. I really would love to hear from people and know if they even know, if anyone even knows what raw vegan is, or what a frugivore is, or what a fruitarian is. Some people know about vegetarians, which are people who eat, let's say, people who eat no animal products, but they may still eat like eggs or cheese, being vegetarian. And that's like the most basic level. And then there's ovo vegetarians who still eat eggs. Lacto vegetarians are the ones who eat dairy. So it depends where you are coming in on that level as a vegetarian. Then a vegan has no animal byproducts and no animals. So no dead animals or flesh or meat, and no dairy, no cheese, none of that, and those types of things. And from there, there's the vegans. Then raw vegans take it a step further, and raw vegans do not cook food. The food is naturally raw and cooked from the sun. And there's also ways that you can soak different like legumes or nuts and seeds and things like that and bring them to life. You soak them to get the enzyme inhibitors from just to ease up the digestion process or whatever, right? So yeah, that's what happens with that. And so yeah, the food is not cooked above a certain temperature. The food is not cooked above, it's like 120 something, 115. Correct me, raw vegan people, the raw vegan police, please correct me. But yeah, it's somewhere along those lines. The temperature doesn't go above that temperature, right? So things like dehydrators, food processors, blenders, and juicers, and all of those things are used. Even sitting things out in the sun to keep things raw. Because what happens when you keep it raw is you maintain all of the nutrients within the food. All the enzymes, all of the nutrients are bioavailable. But when you cook them, it's like you slowly kill the nutrients little by little. The more cooked the vegetables and the fruits and whatever you're cooking is, the more dense it becomes. It doesn't have as much life. So we want to keep things electric, keep things alkaline, keep the body at an optimal level, So, I want to share a little bit of my journey into fruitarian. Still didn't tell y'all what frugivore and fruitarian is. So frugivores are fruit-based vegans. They still eat vegetables, nuts and seeds and things like that, but it's a predominantly fruit-based lifestyle that they live. So that's frugivore, and I've done that for a while. And now I'm going into fruitarianism to see how my body feels, which is a 100% fruit-based lifestyle for a total hydration of my cells, clearing my mind, body, and soul, just clearing myself on every aspect. I want to see how I feel. If it works for me, great. If it doesn't work for me, which I highly doubt, because I feel amazing thus far, So we shall see. We shall see. So yeah, I hope y'all are feeling raw, juicy, and fabulous. We're gonna have some raw conversations and different topics, some juicy topics, some fabulous topics that we discuss in this group. But I really want to hear from y'all for week 1. If you even know what this diet is about, or live it is about. Also, if anyone has already been on this journey, I want to hear from you. I would love to see some photos of some of the different fruits and things that you all are already creating before I start sharing my friends and my guests and guides with you all. I just kind of wanted to gauge where you are right now in your journey and hear like some of your goals, things you wish to accomplish, why you even joined the group in the first place. Like, what's up? I want to know. I really would love to know a little bit more. But yeah, I have to try to keep this as short as possible. But my journey started back in, I've been plant-based on this journey for 17 years, y'all. 17 years. And it started in 2005 when I went natural with my hair. Cut off all the perm or relaxer because I was already relaxed. I didn't need to be relaxed. So the relaxer, snip, snip, had to go. I did the big chop. And that was the beginning of my journey. And I used to be on these hair care forums. And one day, this lady on, it wasn't Hairlista, it was a site called Kiss, Keep It Simple Sister. And someone posted a video called Meet Your Meat. And it was exposing the harsh, cruel things that were done to the animals and the sicknesses and diseases that the animals had, the things that happened to the land and the environment and all of those things in the process of us, just for us to have meat. And it was very, very daunting for me. Like, it was very alarming. And for a while I thought this is just a phase, it'll go away, and everything. But I tried to cook some fried chicken literally the next day, and I just had to I ended up throwing it all away because I couldn't even eat it. I was so like disgusted after watching that video. And that was the start of my journey. I was a cook. I started off as vegetarian, slowly went into vegan a little later. I was on a site called Soul Veg Folk, an old Ning website. Soul Veg Folk. It was a community of predominantly black people or melanated, whatever you want to call it, people, brown people, us. And this was an amazing community where people could have accountability partners and learn different recipes and be guided through their new experience being a vegetarian or being a vegan. So that was really awesome. I have to give honor and respect where it's due. The very first raw vegan I ever met, his name was Chef Trev. Chef Trev. Right now he is he goes by Vishnu actually as well, because he's a yogi. He's a master raw food chef. He is one of the great master teachers and I would say gurus within the raw vegan community. Very well respected celebrity chef and all. He's done lots and lots of things, but he was certified by the Grand Master Chef himself, Dr. Aries Latham, with Sunfired Foods. And that was originally in Jamaica, and I believe Dr. Aries moved on to Panama a little bit later. But the Grand Master Chef himself, Dr. Aries Latham, from Sunfired Food, he has certified so many amazing raw vegan chefs along the way. So I have to give respect where it's due, because he's like the grandfather from my personal experience. It was him, and then I watched a lot of his videos because Chef Trev is the one who gifted me with all of his, like, a lot of his videos and things like that. So that was really cool to learn from him. And after that, in 2017, Chef India Camille from Back to Live Foods, she is the real pioneer for my personal journey. I went to her living in womb wellness retreats in Belize, and it was just for women, for mainly for Black women on this journey, and it was an amazing, amazing, like, eye-opening experience. It was the best raw vegan food that I ever had in my entire life, y'all. It was so good. It was better than the cooked food that I had even. Okay. So Chef India Camille, I have to give shout outs to her, her and her king man, who facilitated an amazing retreat and experience for us in Central America, Belize. And she has an online community right now. I'm going to share all of this stuff. The people I'm talking about, I'm going to share that with you all. Now, later, the first frugivore that I actually met in real life was actually Jordan the frugivore. So I met him, and I went to his one of his retreats in Ecuador. And so this was a really, like, eye-opening. This was an amazing experience for me. with fruit and nature and herbs, and it was very educational and also it was very informative, very freeing, very liberating for me at that stage of my journey. So definitely big ups to Jordan the Frugivore for helping me on my journey. And he has an online community. He has a community as well, so I'm gonna be able to link you all with him. He's an author. He has some really awesome books that will be helpful in moving forward in your holistic and wellness journey. As well as Chef T and Chef India as well. They have some books and things like that that I'm gonna share with you all. And also now fruitarian. The first time I ever heard anything about fruitarianism, it was from Bookman Banana, right? So y'all have probably seen him posting different things in the group. He has been my biggest inspiration for the fruitarian life because I didn't know anything about it before I met him. So I have to give much respect to Bookman, for introducing me to that lifestyle and just opening my eyes to that. Yeah, because he's had lots of experience going to different fruit fests, like the Woodstock Festival, and he's the one that told me about the Amazon Fruit Festival in the Amazon. And so, because of him, I've been able to come out and experience some of these new ways of living. So that's been pretty dope, been pretty awesome. So I'm very happy for that. What else can I share with you all? There's something I wrote, y'all. You know, I'm an artist, like a multidisciplinary, integrative artist, and I believe the arts inspire so much, like an artivist. And I really want to share something with y'all before I get off of here. I wrote it literally like right before this live call and or this live stream rather. It might be a little long. I'm gonna try to I don't know. Hopefully y'all can listen. And I can get off of here within the 30-minute time cap, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and share this with you all. Okay, and it's about my journey. For anybody who's a little discouraged and say, like, I know it's easier for some people than it is for other people. So with that being said, it hasn't always been easy for me either. Like 17 years of being plant-based, not eating animals or not eating dead flesh and things like that. But I'll share this. I still want to work on this poem. I'm sensitive about, in the words of Erykah Badu, I'm sensitive about my shit. So y'all be gentle with me. Be patient. Here goes. I'll read it. So, I've been plant-based living for 17 years. Who would have thought I switched from meat to a higher vibrational gear? Since being on this life path, I feel light, free, and happy. Free-form locks rocking my nappy. Fruit are keeping my cells on hydrate. I feel raw, juicy, and fabulous with the clarity to navigate. Nature is keeping me rooted. I plant seeds, now watch me fruit it. They will multiply, divide, and subtract the unnecessary abstracts. I feel divine on fruits. I feel high off of its juice. But I haven't always been inclined to walk this path. You see, I'm from a place called Pine Bluff, listed as number 3 for crime per capita in the U.S. Most corners are filled with liquor stores and vacant churches. Health disparities and poverty are at an all-time high. Nothing for children to do, so they commit crimes, eat horrible, go to jail, and die. I'm not saying this to brag nor to put my city on blast. I'm just sharing my story and the blast from the past. From living in the loop with drive-bys to sipping coconut water in blue skies. From sardines and potted meat to off-grid living, food forests, and palm trees. Enjoying sunshine and exotic fruits. Inspiring the community and becoming a philanthropist for the youth. So listen up. When you say you can't go without eating meat and elevate, I've been through this process, so I have key people and tools and guides to help you navigate. I'm from the South, where chicken is deep fried, New Year's beans are black eyed, collard greens has salt meat, macaroni and 5 different cheeses on fleek, sweet potatoes are lathered in butter and sugar. They call them candied yams. Excuse me, can I get to the yams? Y'all know this song. Shrimp, calamari, lobster, oyster, and clams, neck bones and ham, fish fries with spaghetti, and barbecues, midnight train to Georgia, and down home blues. Sundays at the park with candy paint jobs and rims, Nagusis in their J's and Tim's, finger licking slab of barbecue ribs, tender and moist, licking bones off the pork chops and T-bone steaks. Even finish the mashed potatoes and buttery rolls on the plate. Don't forget they were loaded with salt, butter, bacon, sour cream, and cheese. We even had fried pickles and battered onion rings. Don't forget the ranch and the to-go bag for my IHOP omelet with steak after a night out late. Maybe I'll even have a turkey leg from the concession stand before I go to the nosebleed section and listen to the band. The only cranberry I really ever had was at the clubs with loud music, wine, and spirits that poison my insides, but thank you to the Most High, I have cleared it. My ignorance of food as medicine led me to conjure up my own health disparities, devils lingering in my cells and mind, deception, and no clarity. Narcolepsy, sleep problems, scoliosis pain, sluggishness and migraines, hypoglycemia and anemia, menstrual cramps, mental disturbance, and fatigue of the adrenals. I ate corner store pickled pig feet, eggs, and liver, country ass ham hocks, pig ears, and TV dinners, chitlins with hot sauce, buffalo wings, and gizzards, eating frozen slushies from Sonic, causing my digestive system to blizzard. I grew up with cotton candy at the fair, now and laters, lemon heads, and potluck dinners, Mambos, Chico sticks, and Skittles, sweet tea, and candy pop fizzles. I know you're wondering what made her change her mind. From eating pizza where veggies were loaded with cheese, bacon, and sour cream, deep fried fish, fries, onions, and pickles on the side. Even okra and tomatoes were deep fried. Hot and even sour pickles, Kool-Aid and hot Cheetos, and super sugary lemonade, high fructose corn syrup, and the jungle juice. But now I'm in the jungle sipping real juice from real fruit. That fake juice will feed tumors, cancers, sickle cell anemia. They'll increase dementia, Alzheimer's, and cause hyperglycemia, diabetes, that is. Who would have thought those zebra cakes and little Debbie's would keep me up late all night with insomnia, nightmares, and ADHD? Who would have thought that a cow would attack my cuz from the steak fat that caused that heart attack? Who would have thought my young buddies with autism would increase their symptoms by a drug called sugar and lots of preservatives that won't preserve them but keep their abilities on reserve? Who would have thought the MSG or monosodium glutamate in those Doritos would have conjured up that massive headache that kept me up late? Yeah, I grew up with white bread, white rice, white sugar, white cake, white grits, white baking powder, white flour. But you know, anything bleached is not good to eat. It causes inflammation in the gut and puts your whole mental capacity in a rut. Fruits and veggies are expensive, some may say, so I'll opt for the pick 5 meats for $20. Pay now, you'll pay later, is what happened in that case. Because the flesh I was eating didn't nourish my flesh, but kept my cells dead, nutritionless, and helpless. I was tired and sluggish. They say you are what you eat. Since fruits and veggies are alive, you'll have higher chances to thrive and survive. Wake up from this slumber, gain mental clarity, and redesign a new way of eating, a new way of living by consuming only life, living foods. The sustainer of life on this planet is the sun. So the fruit trees are cooked and nourished by it daily. Food sovereignty is the goal. So grow something new. Want to see more fruit? Then let's make it happen. Don't always depend on the expensive grocery stores. Let's start now. Let's plant these trees. Let's plant these seeds. These plants and things can help feed the poor. They can open a whole nother portal to another door. You see? I hope you join me in optimizing your health, gain strength and clarity, and increase your longevity and wealth. You can gain all the material wealth in the world, but if you have no health, you really have no wealth. You can't enjoy it. So just think about it and eat to live, y'all. Eat to live, eat to live. And join me on this raw, juicy, and fabulous journey. We have 30 days. It's a 30-day journey. Today is day number 7. It's been a pretty cool week. Check out some of the posts in the group. You can hashtag raw, juicy, and fabulous. I've been on here now for 30, a little over 30 minutes. So I'm getting ready to close out. So yeah, I would love to hear from you, like your journey, if you've done this before, if you haven't done this before, things you'd like to know, questions you may have for me, anything you could think of that you want to know about. Just some raw, juicy, natural conversations, some organic, authentic conversations. Y'all don't be shy, don't be nervous. Just post whatever in hashtag raw, juicy, and fabulous. We want to keep it uplifting, high vibrational, inspirational. I'm going to share the people, access to the people that I mentioned today. Chef Trev, Dr. Aries, Chef Trev, India Camille, and culinary artist Jordan the Frugivore, and Buddha, Blockchain Buddha, who is an advocate for decentralized blockchain. Just a whole new structure and way of being in the tech world. And also he's a awesome speaker and artist and businessman. So I'm just gonna share some of his things as well. So yeah, y'all, keep it raw, keep it juicy, keep it fabulous. I'm out. Chunkin' deuces. But until we meet again, all right? Hey, raw, juicy, fabulous, raw, juicy, fabulous. Love y'all.